next match coming up is a women's singles. Pusarla v Sindhu of India, the number 4 seed, and world champion from 2019 against Busanan Ongbamrungphan of Thailand. And as we see the graphics here, and Ang Se-young of Korea have safely secured a place into tomorrow's quarterfinal, and the winner of this match will play the young superstar from Korea, Ang Se-young, into tomorrow's quarterfinal.
And on court number 1, that will be women's single for India, Pusarla Sindhu.
And here we got Pusarla v Sindhu, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu of India, a megastar back in her home country. She's a tall athlete, 6 foot, 180 centimeters. And her opponent from Thailand, Busanan Ongbamrungphan, is 168 centimeters tall.
Umpire court 1, Henrik Boas, service judge Peter Messeras.
And as we are waiting for Busanan Ongbamrungphan to enter the court, I can tell you that she is the winner of the SEA Games in 2015, which is the Southeast Asian Games. She won in Singapore in 2015. Her opponent, Pusarla v Sindhu, have won medals at all major championships. She won the gold at the World Championship in 2019, had a silver from 17 and 18, and a bronze from 13 and 14. That's quite impressive, isn't it? Silver from the Olympics in 2016 and a bronze from the Olympics just 2 months ago. And the first profile up is Pusarla v Sindhu, and she's 26 years of age, and presently she is number 7 on the world ranking, but she has spent 11 weeks as number 2, and that last time was 25th of October 2018. Presently she is number 4 on the race to the HSBC finals, the World Tour finals, and she beat Neslihan Yigit of Turkey 21-12, 21-10 in her opening match. Her opponent from Thailand, Busanan Ongbamrungphan, is 25 years of age. Presently ranked 13 in the world and is based on 32 tournaments, and that's quite a lot, I can assure you. Her best ranking is 11. She spent 4 weeks as number 11, and last time was the 24th of August 2017, and she is actually number 3 on that HSBC race to the World Tour finals, and she won her opening match against Ruseli Hatawan of Indonesia 21-15, 21-17. And the head-to-head between these two players, then you really have to look away if you are a fan of Busanan Ongbamrungphan, because she is a 12-1 down in the head-to-head between these two players. She only won at the Hong Kong Open in 2019 out of 13 encounters. The service judge is Miss Saros of Switzerland, and the umpire is Henrik Boas of Denmark. So I'm delighted to say that my good friend and colleague Steen Petersen is sitting next to me now, joining me for the next 3 matches. So welcome to you, Steen, and what is your take on this women's singles?
Yeah, interesting to see. Sindhu was not playing Sudirman Cup and Yuba Cup for India, so she should be fresh and hungry for badminton. Does she lack a little bit of match practice, perhaps? But I still see things going as normal. That would be my early expectation. I haven't seen any rallies yet. Yeah, I think they're both good retrievers. I just think Sindhu is a little bit better in most parts of the game than Busanan.
On my right, Busanan Ongbamrungphan, Thailand. And on my left, Sindhu, India. Busanan Ongbamrungphan to serve. Love all. Play.
Yeah, that's a lovely slot. I can tell you that Busanan Ongbamrungphan participated in the Sudirman Cup in Finland. She played one match in the group stages when Thailand played China, and she lost to Chen Yufei in 2 straight games. And then she played 4 times in the Yuba Cup in Aarhus last week. So she has been tested. Yeah, that's well left by Sindhu. Good spacious awareness long on the back line. And this is the kind of start that Sindhu really needs, as you pointed out, Steen. I think, you know, when you haven't played for a little while, and then, you know, you go in on court, getting a bad start is not nice.
No.
So this is a good start for PV Sindhu. 4 love up.
Bad start, you start to think about, am I in the right playing shape?
Yeah, have I made the right choices?
Exactly. But I think solely from her personal perspective, perfectly good choices. Tournaments here comes very soon after the Olympics was concluded, and also given the Olympic period, the build-up to the Olympic period has lasted more than 2 years. I think there's a lot of players that are they're playing, but perhaps not really finished with the Olympics yet.
Yeah, I think you're right. When everybody was hoping that the Olympics was in 2020 and suddenly postponed for another year to 21, and then all the insecurity and anxiety and the training and all that just prolonged for yet another year is obviously taking its toll. As I mentioned, Sindhu got a bronze in Tokyo a few months ago. She lost the semi-final in 2 straight games to Tai Su-ying, but beat Herbing Jiao in that playoff for the bronze.
So Sindhu's challenged this one, and I think she might be right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Correction, out.
Yeah, I mean, she's done many impressive things, Sindhu, like you mentioned, Morten, medaling a lot in the World Championships and winning the silver medal for India in 2016. And I also think winning the World Championship in 19 was a fantastic accomplishment. first ever Indian world champion. And after that, I mean, she really rose to mega stardom. The Olympic silver was good, but world champion gold, even better. And from that on, she didn't play that well, but getting back and winning yet another Olympic medal, I think that was strong.
Yeah, it was proving her pedigree, I think.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, after winning the World Championship in 19 in Basel, in Switzerland, she really had a slump in her form, and she lost a lot of matches that we never anticipated she would lose. But then again, she managed to get it all together for the Tokyo Olympics, and you have to take your hat off for that.
And I think she's got her eyes set on the World Championships in Huelva in December on, pretty much in Carolina Marin's backyard. Marin born and raised in that city. That would really be fantastic for Sindhu to defend her title.
Absolutely, and we know that Sindhu and Marin are very, very good friends off court as well. And it will be very interesting to see how Carolina Marin is doing in terms of her recovery from yet another ACL injury.
Yep, from the beginning here, I think Sindhu's played much more calm and collected than...
We've seen her for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe it's also playing Busanan that suits her well, but I mean, she's retrieving, but she's... It looks like she's playing much more deliberate than previously. That's going to be interesting to follow in the proceedings and see if there's been some development in that area.
That was a lovely finish by Ongbamrungphan. That block to the net, just clipping the top of the tape. But the problem for Busanan Ongbamrungphan against Sindhu is that she can't really find the gaps, and she can't score the points.
No.
And of course, opposite, if you look at it from the opposite point of view, Sindhu can score the points. And that's making it a little bit uneven, and probably why the head-to-head is so much in favor of Sindhu.
Feeling that the opponent can't hurt you, that's one of the best feelings in the world that you can have on court.
Yeah.
I can get to everything.
Yeah. So right.
พอเราวางปุ๊บใช่ไหมหรือเราปั่นปุ๊บเนี้ยเขาแทงเลยเขาไม่รอเขาแทงก่อนแล้วเราไปเสียเปรียบข้างหลังเขาเสียเปรียบข้างหลังปุ๊บเราต้องรับแหละเพราะนั้นข้างหลังเร็วหน่อย2 จังหวะ
Thinking just net okay only net and cross ready no problem okay Sindhu don't hurry Sindhu now still how was that half smash little close net little longer okay more relax now still more okay
Play.
So 11-2. PV Sindhu serving.
Service over.
And that's
3.
a very good lift from Ongbamrungphan. Right towards the back of the court. Oh, yes. Very important that Busanan is not looking up in a situation like that. Just Dugging, not looking up. Look, she's... Because if you're looking at your shot in that situation, it can be rather dangerous.
Just the front. Yes, left. Thank you.
Over the years, we have seen quite a number of players having to go to hospital with eye injuries, having to stay in hospital for 2, 3, 4 days for observation.
And the difficult thing is that you might feel actually okay after you've been hit in the eye, but you can't really feel it yourself. There might still be problems. So
yeah,
the best advice is, the best advice is to take it really, really easy and get a doctor to look at it.
5-12.
Even though it's often tempting to play on. Last example was Sartusen from Denmark, who unfortunately was hospitalized during the Thailand leg.
Yes, in January this year.
Yeah. And it took some while before she was allowed to fly back home due to the pressure, and also when she got home it took a while before she restarted practice. And I think actually she contemplated very much continuing playing when it happened.
I think you're right on that. She did.
6.
A better play from Busanan Ongbamrungphan after the interval. Been successful a few times in her attack. And one more time.
7-13.
So that shot, that looked more calm and collected than we've normally seen her play, PV Sindhu. Has lacked these a little bit tighter drops to the front court. I think it landed on the white line, perhaps even a little bit
before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good shot. And what I liked was the balance. She was in perfect balance after the shot.
8-14.
Yeah, this time Ongbamrungphan went for placement. And really not that bad. Perfect. So slowly but surely closing the gap. Ongbamrungphan just trailing 4 points now, 10-14. So is my assessment correct, Steen, when I think that Sindhu is usually playing best in slower tournament conditions?
Totally correct.
And that means that here at the Denmark Open, she's challenged, isn't she?
And that's what I think Busanan has adjusted to, in terms of challenging Sindhu, playing much more to the front court, sometimes playing these shots into the court, into the white line or so, challenging Sindhu to play the net from there, because it's difficult to hit the back line with accuracy, especially from this side of the court here. talked to Anders Antonsen yesterday and asked him how he felt inside the court, and he said tiny little drift alongside the court from Sindhu towards Busanan. I don't know if that's consistent with today. It can change from day to day.
Yeah, that's long on the back line.
And it's definitely possible to still play it long, even if you're on the far side of the court here. We've seen in some arenas when there's a lot of drift alongside the court, then when you stand on one side, you almost can't get it to the back line because of drift coming against you. That's not the case here.
Now, this must be one of the fastest playing conditions on the World Tour circuit. Perhaps Jakarta, Istora Senayan, also quite a fast venue, isn't it?
It is, and this used to be a perfect venue where there was no drift at all because it's such a small venue, but I think they got new air ventilation system.
Challenges called out.
Singapore also very, very drifty.
Yeah, Singapore is a very drifty one, that's for sure.
You could almost fly a kite in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually tried it once. This one is out.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Yeah, and a little crisis for Sindhu.
Yes. Such a big lead. Now only 1 point in it after 15 minutes of play. 14-15.
15.
Yeah, she's down 12-4 since the interval, but in all honesty, what could they talk about in the interval? Sindhu and Park Tae-sang.
Yeah.
They were leading. She was leading 11-2.
Yeah.
So it's only the opponent that had a chance to sort of adjust. Yeah, that's better. She has to go on the attack as well.
16.
Yeah, she can't just sit back and wait and hope. Got to take the initiative. There's just a small caution from umpire. Henrik Boas asking Sindhu not to shout towards her opponent.
Service over. 15-16.
So I can't really remember the stadium in Hong Kong. I can remember it, but I can't remember the drift.
There's also a bit of drift. It's the Hong Kong Coliseum, where the courts are the opposite way, so to speak. So they only play in half of the stadium.
Yes, that's true.
And an artificial wall is built, and I think that also creates some...
But I was thinking in the terms of whether it's a fast or slow venue, because that was a fast one, because that was when...
That was the only one she won.
She won Busanan. She won in Hong Kong Open 2019.
But I think it was mainly due to PV Sindhu becoming the world champion and sort of almost still celebrating on court, more or less.
She was celebrating.
She was not in good shape there, and that's interesting because one of the former English world champions, Nathan Robertson, he said that if he could do it all over again, he would celebrate more. He only had like 9-10 occasions where he really made a big result, and he would have wished that he'd celebrated them more.
I can definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Good play by Busanan.
18-15.
Chasing her opponent pretty well, Ongbamrungphan. But the touch here is letting her down. I think it could have been a winner.
She had that feeling as well.
I think so too.
Yeah. And I also think that this is actually a must-win game for Busanan.
Yeah.
Otherwise it will get tough for her when she change to the near end here.
Yeah, but not only that, we also saw in the previous match between Momota and Kidambi.
Yeah.
It was really tight in the opening game. The favourite won it, and then suddenly the belief disappeared from Kidambi completely, and losing quite a heavy loss in that second game.
Good play.
Yeah, setting up 5 game points, 20 game point 15 in 19 minutes of play. And the first one wasted.
16-20.
Very long on the back line. And this one is out, which means that Pusarla Sindhu from India, the reigning world champion, takes the opening game 21-16 against Busanan Ongbamrungphan of Thailand.
เนี่ยจะเล่นมันต้องเล่นแบบนี้แหละคือเล่นให้เขาอึดอัดเข้าไว้แต่ใช่บีบแล้วก็แทงบีบแล้วก็แทงวันนี้เล่นถูกจังหวะข้างหน้าพอบีบเสร็จปุ๊บเราแทงก่อนใช่ป่ะพอแทงก่อนเขาเสียเปรียบแล้วแต่ตอนแรกเราแบบหน้าอย่างเดียวใช่เราหน้าอย่างเดียวไม่ได้ใช่ป่ะเราต้องเปิดไปข้างหลังบ้างให้เขาเสียหลักบ้างแล้วคราวนี้เราอย่าดักจังหวะที่พอแทงปุ๊บอะเราอย่าไปดักข้างใดข้างหนึ่งเพราะเขาจะมีจังหวะย้อนนะแต่ถ้าเกิดเขาตรงอย่างเงี้ยคือเขามันก็ไม่ได้แบบมาแบบเต็มร้อยอ่ะเพราะเขาเอี้ยวอยู่อ่ะเนื้อออกไหมพอแทงเราดูเขาเสียหลักใช่ไหมระวังเขาย้อน
ตอนแรกพอแทงแบบย้อนปุ๊บมัน
ย้อนกลับเลยใช่ทั้งโฟทั้งแบ็คใช่เพราะเวลาเขาซ้อมครึ่งคอร์ดใช่ป่ะแล้วเวลาโค้ชผลักเขาก็ต้องย้อนกลับมาตลอดเพราะนั้นย้อนแน่นอนนะโอกาสย้อนอ่ะ80-70%อ่ะมาแน่นอนแล้วคราวนี้จังหวะทีมเสิร์ฟเม็ดต่อเม็ดอ่ะทุกครั้งอ่ะพอเสิร์ฟเสร็จปุ๊บอ่ะพอเขาวางปุ๊บเขาก็จะถอยเราต้องดูดีเราต้องมีจังหวะที่แบบผลักบ้างหยอดบ้างผลักบ้างหยอดบ้าง
First game, yeah, after 11 point. Busanan is good attack, good skill, good performance. Then you mistakes, no problem. It's okay. Opponent good skill then, sir. But how was it? I told you, the opponent smash. Why he back again? And again, she also after 11 point, before 11, I think 2 points. You mistake, 2 points. She also did now control to lift, right? Then how was it? Sindhu. Behind one time behind the back, very key move, really key move. Only one step move. She Busanan also now only after change shot, then very fast. She was try.
Second game.
Only there. Receive also only there, Sindhu. No push, no.
Love all. Play.
So Pusarla Sindhu serving second game. Yeah, that one is out. Interesting though, that's the coaching session between coach and Sindhu. I think a lot of time was spent on what actually happened in the opening game instead of talking about what is going to happen in the second game. As far as I understood anyway. Good smash here from Ongbamrungphan.
Yeah.
Making use of the fact that this is fastest playing conditions.
And it's same recipe for Busanan. She gets a little bit extra help in the attack if she can get a good angle on it. Of course, it's more difficult for her to play at the back line, but she can afford to stand a foot further forward because the recovery shots from the back line, it's rather easy to get them away and get some good length on it. Oh, you cannot do that. Way too big a swing at the net.
1-2.
I like that attacking shot.
Yeah.
From the round ahead situation. Cross court, setting up a good opportunity.
With such a big arm swing, there's simply too little a window. One part of the window is closed by the net, the other one by the back line, and then there's a very, very small target area where you actually win a rally.
Turns over 3-1. Yes.
Had a good start here from Ongbamrungphan. Sort of following up from where she left in the first game with good attacking play.
Wait, it's going wide.
Yeah, chances were that was going wide.
But it's going to be interesting. This is really a good chance for Sindhu to sort of practice the attacking play, because here's an opponent that's not normally an attacking player, so there should be chances for Sindhu. The challenge is, of course, that even though she won the first game, she lost the last part of it 14-10. So it's not like she solved the riddle, so to speak.
So suddenly it's opposite in the second game. Now it's 6-1 for Ongbamrungphan. Yeah, that's nicely played. Once again, setting the attacking opportunity up by a drop shot first, straight. This one here, and then of course the lift coming back. But look at that beautiful cross-court smash after the straight drop shot. That's a good combination from Sindhu.
Welcome. Technical officials, next match on court number 3. And on court number 3, women's single for Japan, Sayaka Takahashi.
And that's a big mistake from Sindhu.
Yeah, it is.
And it's interesting to see that Ongbamrungphan is staying very, very true to her game plan.
The opponent.
She's really trying to challenge at the nets, getting the lifts, going for the attacks, and really keeping Sindhu guessing.
Yeah.
That's another one. That's a beautiful one. And we have a complete reverse of the opening game. Now 9-2 in favour of Ongbamrungphan.
Outside court 3, Janne Jørgensen, service just.
Landed in.
Yeah.
Wow. But it's also, I mean, there's something strategically not right because Sindhu is just making service returns like there's no deceptions on it at all. That would be one of the first things, to put deceptions on the short service returns. Try and get Busanan off balance.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt.
10.
Look at the smile.
I don't know if that was on TV, but we could see it here in the hall.
Next match on court number 2.
That could have been a winner.
10.
But it's good for Sindhu. She's crawling back, getting hopefully a little bit of self-confidence back after such a bad start in the second game.
And on court number 2, women's single for Spain, Clara Azurmendi.
Short. Wow, that was really short.
Yeah.
11-5. Interval.
And Busanan Ongbamrungphan of Thailand goes into the mid-game interval with a lead of 11-5 after this reply from Sindhu and a smash straight down the line.
Second game, okay? Why you angry? You want second game? No. Why? What happened? It's okay. You last 3 points, last 3 points tonight. Still no finish. Come on, one by one.
Court 1, 20
How was that?
seconds.
She smashed through your body too, right? Target to your body. Have to hit back to my body.
Return to
Thomas
adjourn.
Bøgberg.
กดดันเหมือนกันทุกครั้งที่เอาขึ้นน่ะกดดันน่ะใช่ป่ะแต่ถ้าเกิดเราตัดนะเขาเล่นง่ายนะถ้าเอาลูกเร็วเอาลูกแม่นกดดันเขาไปก่อน เห็นป่ะจังหวะรับเขาอะมีแต่ยาวยาวไม่กล้าเล่นนะคนได้เปรียบกับเราตีง่ายอะแล้วคนนี้จังหวะเสิร์ฟเนี่ย
So I don't know, Steen, if you caught anything of the coaching.
No, it was.
Player.
I can't really figure out the codes.
Service over.
It seems like there's a lot of
6-11.
sort of legalizing losing points. But once you've discussed that as a starter, you obviously realize that your opponent is going to score in every match you play if you're playing players of a certain level.
But it's been a little bit of a comeback since being 9-2 down from Sindhu. So it's 7-11.
Pusarla v Sindhu challenges called out.
So another challenge.
Challenge unsuccessful.
I think that's one of those shots that are deceiving because it's the cork that actually decides whether it's in or out. But
Service
I
over.
think the feathers were over the line, and I think that's what Sindhu challenges on.
7.
That's what she sees.
Yeah, that's what everybody sees.
Yeah.
Play.
No one has that laser sight to see exactly where the cork is or
Service over.
where the middle of the shuttle is.
So Busanan Ongbamrungphan fulfilled a life dream when she qualified for the Olympics. She won her group but lost in the last 16 to Ang Se-young of Korea in 2 straight games, 21-15, 21-15.
And she qualified in a fierce battle with Pompoi
Yeah.
Chuchuan.
There's a few hundred
Missed
points
out.
between them,
Yeah,
which is nothing when we consider it's like 56, 70,000 points
no.
that these players are getting. So a few hundred was all there was between Ongbamrungphan and Chuchuan.
Thank you.
Both players qualified within the top 16. However, a nation can only send 2 players within the top 16.
13. 8.
That's a beautiful smash.
Service over.
Great smash down the line from Sindhu.
9-13. Okay.
I think there's been some instances here where Sindhu has looked to control the front court better, to play the little drift there is that's going towards her better, where she's standing there playing the deep corners of Busanan with pressure. But I still feel that when she's played enough or 2-3 pressure shots, then played the net, then she's moving backwards because she feels that the lift is going to come now. And sometimes it does, but it's not a sure thing. And against players that are more attacking, they will challenge her at the net. That's a good one. Yep.
That's good scrambling from Ongbamrungphan. Really fighting hard to stay in this rally, and she makes it. With that cross court at the net.
15.
Really fought hard to stay in the rally on many occasions, under lots and lots of pressure. But managed to find the gap cross court. Oh, that's a nice one.
16-9.
It's a shot we don't see a lot, and I think it's a very underrated shot when you get caught in that deep backhand corner.
Yeah.
Rather than just play short to the net, go for these flat drives. They are very efficient down the line.
And did you notice that trajectory on the replay of that shot? I feel there's a little bit of sideways drift as well.
There's a little bit, yes. And it's going from right to left.
Oi.
But that was not the drift.
Oh.
That was definitely not the drift.
17. Let Busanan.
I actually really like that long net from Busanan Ongbamrungphan, the one that she's played into the court. Yep. She got the right reply she wanted. She wanted the block shot, she got it, but she didn't attack it by really moving forward and trying to play a good tight spinning net shot. But she actually got the reply she wanted.
And I think the reply from Sindhu is that's where I feel she moves too far back. So the reply becomes too weak, and there was the possibility for Busanan.
And here there's a caution from the umpire Henrik Boas to the Thailand coach not to talk during play.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Serves over 18-12. Yes, please. Thank you. On court.
And I think we're treated to a third and final game. 19-12. And I also think it's anyone's guess what will happen in that game.
Yeah. We played almost half their previous matches have gone to 3 games. Wait,
that was out.
Oh, that was also out.
And I think that one.
And that's in. Yeah.
Ongbamrungphan challenges called out.
Yeah, the last one's called out. I fear for Sindhu that one is in, and Ongbamrungphan is right in her challenge, and yes, it is in setting up game point.
Correction in.
So 20 game point 12.
20 game point 12. Play.
And first time of asking, Busanan Ongbamrungphan takes this second game, 21-12, in very, very fine style.
21-12.
And a third game coming up, and it's going to be extremely interesting to see the outcome of that game.
We think of a final game. First, how was his service? She always strong service, right? But Sindhu, how was that? You only receive this. Sometimes I get up to high. It's relax in the motion. Huh? You did only strong back. She a target. She thinking after service, waiting your push. Huh? Sometimes and again, when you react right back to high, body is very strong now. But when you lift the high, then she never move from.
She's standing only in the front.
Yeah, so never move. So just little longer drops and slow drops, no problem. Huh? And backhand also, how was it? Only motion drops straight and cross smash. Why not straight slice smash? Little aggressive in there. Huh? How was it? Second was a 2-10 start. 2-10. Huh? Please active. Now final game start first. Okay? First point is important. Why is sad? Why? Huh? Why too angry? It's okay. You should be able to final game get no problem. Huh? Let's start again. Mine is first game lowers, huh, Sindhu? Huh? Let's again start. Huh? Oh, forget second game.
ลูกติดครีมต้องติดอยู่กับรูปแบบจังหวะที่พอครีมนำปุ๊บอะครีมจะมีความมั่นใจแล้วรู้สึกว่าอยากแจกเปลี่ยนเล่นเหมือนเดิมใช่ป่ะก็ไม่ต้องจบลูกลึกมาอย่างเงี้ยหวดไปก่อนแต่ว่าไม่หวดแรงหวดปุ๊บแค่นี้พอให้ลูกมันมีสปีดให้เขารับยาวมาแล้วเราก็ยาวกลับใช่ป่ะทุกครั้งที่พอเราว่าเขาระวางเขาเข้าหน้าปุ๊บไอ้จังหวะนั้นแทงพอแทงเสร็จปุ๊บฟาดมายาวเล่นรูปแบบเนี้ยแล้วเดี๋ยวเขาก็เสียเราไม่ต้องตีสวยเราตีชนะนึกออกปะ
Play.
So love all play. Busanan Ongbamrungphan to serve in this final game. But I think it's very, very worrying signs for Pusarla v Sindhu.
I think advantages with Busanan, and that might go away immediately. And I might be proven wrong that Sindhu taking a big lead, but then let me rephrase it. I think the way the match has been going so far, I think Busanan should win the match because she has an idea of how to play, and I don't think that Sindhu is on the right track.
No, but what I was sort of alluding to as well was the fact that coach is asking Sindhu, why are you angry? Why are you sad? So it's a very, very emotional Pusarla v Sindhu. And if things starts to go wrong in the early parts of this third game, one can fear that she can't really recover.
Yeah.
That's good play, much better play.
2-1.
I think she should simply follow her gut instinct, what she needs to do to win it, and not overcomplicate it.
And this is one of these situations that I guess coaches very often set up training simulations for, saying that, hey, you cannot play any clears. The opponent has full court to play on your side, and you cannot play any clears. You can lift. Maybe you even put restrictions on the lifts from the front court, but Sindhu, you're allowed to lift from the front court. If you once in a while wants to clear, then it has to be a cross clear where you have more area to work with, so to speak.
3-2.
And what I'm saying is that I'm surprised that she's not doing a little bit better in this type of game, because the thing we discussed in the interval in the first game was that she was playing more calm and collected, but that was a different sort of a part of the game. That was if we can use the whole court and play clears and drops and lops without having to think about putting it long, and also without having to think that the opponent wants to play another type of game than you're playing.
4-2.
Yeah, that's a good cross from Sindhu. And I think she's trying to use her aggression to play a positive attacking game.
Well played.
Yeah, beautiful block shot from Ongbamrungphan, forcing a weak reply in that deep backhand corner. And then it's a very simple thing to guide it cross court for the winner. That's out.
Wow.
Fantastic fighting from Ongbamrungphan. I think she was so quick that she took one of the shots being out.
Yeah, the cross net from Sindhu in the
Yes.
middle of the rally.
Yes,
That one.
I think that perhaps was going out wide of the sideline. And that was a long rally, the longest of the match, 34 shots. That one there, to me, it really looked out.
5-3.
Well, that was a good rally, good quality from both players.
Pusarla. Pusarla. Second game, Lowell, play. Service over. 4-5.
Yeah, not one of the best shots from Sindhu. I think she got in doubt what she actually wanted to do. Ongbamrungphan just continues the way that she played the first two games, trying to attack as much as possible at any given opportunity, but that's a really nice cross court from Sindhu. Out of reach.
6-4. Seven, 4.
That's long at the back line now.
Service over. 5-7.
Yeah, despite the fact that she actually wanted to play that reverse at the net, it did not get enough, which meant that the shot went out the back line.
That's good.
Service over.
She's been better, Sindhu,
8,
at
5.
hitting the backcourt of Ongbamrungphan here in the third game than I think she was in the last part of the first game. So controlling that part of the game really well. Too high, yeah.
9-5.
I'm thinking of players throughout the years that have been great at controlling drifty situations, and two that comes to my mind is Sony Kunkoro and Alan Kusuma from Indonesia.
Yeah, that's for
They
sure.
really had the right strategy. So if anyone is interested to see how it's done, then find some old videos with those two from Singapore or Indonesia.
What?
Oh, I don't think that's correct.
5.
That is wrong.
No.
It was definitely not on the floor. But we will see it in slow motion. We, of course, have the luxury.
It wasn't.
It wasn't on the floor. It was actually really well played by Ongbamrungphan.
Good thing she didn't look at the. Oh, now she looked at the television screen in the hall.
10, 5.
That's it. Every time you have the opportunity from this side, use the power.
Change ends.
And we go into the mid-game interval and change of ends. 11-5 in favour of Pusarla v Sindhu of India in 53 minutes of play.
อันนี้มันเหมือนเราเริ่มช้ากว่าเขาใช่ป่ะ
เหมือนพอเขาเข้า ตีเร็วแล้วเขาแบบเฉาะเร็วแล้วเขาก็กล้างัดขึ้น
ใช่แล้วคำนั้นหมายว่าพอเราเข้าอย่างนี้ตลอดปกติเราขึ้นอย่างนี้เข้าอย่างนี้ใช่ป่ะ
เข้าหา
ให้เร็วหน่อย
แล้วยัดใส่เขา
ใช่คือเข้าหาให้เร็วหน่อยแล้วยัดแต่คนนี้จังหวะที่เรายัดพอเราต่ำแล้วเราพยายามจะเล่นต่ำมันก็เชิดขึ้นให้เขาตกอยู่ดีเพราะนั้นถ้าเกิดต่ำอย่างเงี้ยต้องแบบว่าปาดรูปเกมเดิมละเอียดเหมือนเดิม
Smash this. No reception. Now, say final game, Sindhu. You 11 point got. Sindhu, you 11 point you got. 7 point you attack. 7 point. 7 point. I will check. Sindhu, 7 point attack. Why different? Second game, here opponent just block. Just you won. I think what this? I thought this chance. This is chance. But Sindhu just block. Why chance? Why just block?
So we are ready to commence after the mid-game interval. 11-5 for Pusarla v Sindhu. So both players have been struggling to play on the side where Pusarla v Sindhu is standing now.
That's right.
Perhaps it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
That's the kind of approach.
That was an all or nothing shot because Busanan is still standing in that corner.
Yeah. Did not want to move for the next.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Thank you, line judge. Players on court. Service over. Six, 11. Play. Over.
Yeah, she wanted to play with a nice disguise, Ongbamrungphan, but it's kind of backfired. I'm not saying the idea wasn't good, but the execution of that shot really let her down. And my question is always, can you afford to play shots like that in the present situation, being 11-6 down?
Yeah.
Then you really have to keep it tight.
Slipping away from Busanan.
It is. It's all about the start at the after the mid-game interval. 11-5, it was in favour of Sindhu, and it's all about that start. Can Sindhu get to 14? 14-6, 14-7.
Yeah, just then go neck to neck for the next 2-3 points, so she gets closer to the finish line.
Yes.
It looks like she's increasing
the pace.
Yeah, and also the lead.
That's in.
Serves over. 7-13.
I think so many players have been guilty of exactly what PV Sindhu was doing here. She was hoping.
Yeah. It would be easier if it was out.
Yes. And I don't think any badminton player can say that they have not been guilty of that.
Yeah. These blocks are better from Sindhu. They're a little bit shorter.
8-13.
So 5-point gap. And make that 6 points. That's an interesting serve. I like that serve. Played long into the court.
Yeah.
And it gave no chance for Sindhu to get close to the net, and perhaps playing a good spinning shot. It was really very long into the court. That's good smash from Sindhu.
15-10. Back to court, please. Thank you, Langer.
So still 5-point gap in favour of Sindhu, 15-10. She was 11-5 up in the interval.
It's gone long.
Yeah. She was not entirely sure, Ongbamrungphan, when she left that one. That is well out. And the line judge was unsighted.
15.
I was just about to say, that's impossible. You know, going cross-court in a situation like that, totally pushed to the corner, and then going cross-court, you have an awful lot of running to do to get to the next one.
17-11.
But I agree with you, Steen, that it's been a good test for PV Sindhu. It looks like she's going to win this one, 18-11 up, in all fairness.
Yeah.
But it's been a good test because it's been one of those matches where she's been tested, but she come out of it in a good way.
She come out of it in a good way, but there's also feedback on what to improve to play better in faster playing conditions. That's well done.
Yeah, she has been using that smash down the line to the forehand side of her opponent on many occasions, and it's proved to be very decisive.
And the smash works in all playing conditions.
Almost.
Yeah.
Good fighting from Sindhu. And then the big guns.
Wow.
She was made to work so hard, PV Sindhu, in that rally.
19.
Really out of balance on a number of occasions.
Busanan.
Once again, the flat drive straight down the line from Ongbamrungphan.
13.
And once again, it worked for her. She got well out of trouble.
Thirteen. 19.
And look at the serve again, very long into the court. And is kind of almost an invitation to flat play. Sindhu took it, but she missed it. Overdone it.
A number of times from that backhand where she's overdone things.
20.
Ongbamrungphan.
14. Stay on court. Stay on court.
That means that match point has arrived for Pusarla v Sindhu.
20.
The 2019 world champion. 20, match point 14. Yeah, the drop shot from Sindhu just simply too slow. Gave Busanan Ongbamrungphan too many choices to play. But it was a beautiful disguised block shot. But she's still got to save another 5. Second time of asking. PV Sindhu of India secures a place into tomorrow's quarter-final. It was a hard-fought match, especially considering that the head-to-head between these two players is 12-1 in favour of the player in the picture. Here we got the match point. A nice cross-court push. Very positively played by Sindhu. Once again, we see it just from another angle. And here we got the confirmation. 21-16, 12-21, 21-15. In an hour and 7 minutes of play. Great entertainment. Good match. The next match coming up is a men's doubles, Astrup and Rasmussen of Denmark against Kusuma Wadana and Rampitan of Indonesia.
and on court number 2.